All right, so let's have a look at this. So name style. So what we can choose here, we can go auto, right? We can do, there you go, evocative, like Red Bull and Forever One, Forever 21, compound words, brandable names, short phrase. So you can basically just choose which one. So let's just choose auto. Right, I'm just going to go to auto, which is all styles. Select generation randomness, less random, medium, and high. Just going to go to medium. Now, brand keywords. So let me just think of some brand keywords. I seem to always kind of veer in a dog niche, so I'm just going to go in a dog niche. So let's just say dog collar, right? Business description. I'm just going to leave that out for now, or else we'll probably be here all day, all night for you guys. All right, we can even check domain, so we can check if the actual domain is available. So I'm just going to click on generate. There you go, Anjali. Brainstorming business names. If anyone wants to hand to help, happy to help. Awesome. All right, let's have a look. So it basically just generated all of these names for me, but it didn't actually only generate the names. It actually gave me some logo ideas also, right? I like darkness. That's pretty cool. It's a bit like darkness though. Mm. It could be quite cool for a, very sophisticated dog collar brand. That's actually not bad at all. Leash Wolf. And I like the idea of, usually I like the idea of the actual brand name staying more or less very close to what your product is. So basically, I think I'm losing my voice again. So basically, if we look at the actual brand name, we know it's related to a dog niche. So there you go. So you get some great names here. And again, it's really just about getting some ideas. I think when we first get started, we can kind of get stuck on what we should call our actual brands and what it should look like. But you can also get some ideas, obviously, in terms of branding. Like I said, this is quite nice, even Porstead. So this could be idea if you're going to name your particular brand Porstead, then these color tones could be quite nice also, right? And you also need to, I guess I always encourage everyone to really research their customer, right? Who's actually buying these products and what is their demographic, and then try to create brand colors that actually match that demographic, right? It's very important. So if you were selling, a kitty brand, for example, then the colors are going to be very different than if you were targeting a very premium brand, right? So keep that in mind also when you're looking at this. But it is a really, really good way of getting some ideas for your brand name and some colors. Again, it really just depends on your actual product, right, and what you're going to be selling. Age Well, it sounds like probably a beauty care brand or something like that. So yeah, I'd be thinking about exactly what you're selling and then how to reflect that. And sometimes branding can be very simple. It could be if you're just selling one product that has a lot of variations, it could just be that particular brand name for over 50, right? So sometimes you can just be really direct like that. We do it in a gifting niche, so that could be something that's very, very interesting. So sometimes it doesn't need to be too complicated. It can be very just straight to the point, really. The next one is this brand here that I absolutely love. I actually just saw this recently and I thought it was just such a brilliant idea. So basically, they've really focused on the band-aids for kids, and really the whole tagline is about having band-aids that don't actually come off during playtime. And if you have a look at their branding, it's brilliant, right? And a lot of the times, and I've kind of mentioned it before, it's okay to sell the same product as everyone else as long as that product is differentiated in a way. Now, these are band-aids. Band-aids have been around for a very, very long time. What they did was they decided to put a different spin on band-aids, right? So you have all these colorful band-aids, all these different shapes, and they've just made it really, really fun. And I think that's it's brilliant, right? It's absolutely brilliant. So if we think about band-aids, I mean, what other target market could we actually target? I think it could be interesting. But even like if you think of other kid products, right? If we take this kind of branding and we think of what else can we apply it, to another product, just kind of brainstorm, like maybe go chat GPT and put it in there and see what you can actually do. So if you notice that really what is really big when it comes to having a product is your branding and how yours actually looks different. If you imagine, I'm not sure if this is actually on Amazon, but if this was on Amazon, how much it would actually stand out? You'd have all your generic band-aids, and then you have these band-aids, right? And you can probably even do things like this with puzzles, kids' puzzles. If you're kind of thinking of that, you can probably do things like this with maybe, I don't know, like uh coloring books or something like that. Maybe you can make coloring books that have kind of weird, funny shapes. If we just start to kind of brainstorm some ideas, maybe you can have a coloring book that looks like this, an ice cream, as opposed to your normal standard book, and it comes in something like this. I don't know, but just something that's exciting, something that's cool for the actual kid, right? So yeah, I like this idea a lot.